Let's read HOMESTUCK. Ah, tá. Ok. Então está funcionando. It's a live. Literalmente, é uma live. Ai, ai. Será que alguém já usou essa antes? Acho que sim, hein? Acho que é muito provável. Eu não sei porquê. Acho que é porque eu deixei a janela um pouquinho aberta, mais do que o normal. Então parece que o áudio fica vazando muito de lá de fora. Mas se atrapalhar demais, aí eu fecho. É que sei lá, eu não quero ficar muito abafada aqui dentro nem nada do gênero, sabe? Eu acho que eu não vou esperar o bot não, acho que eu mesma vou publicar lá que a live começou. Eu só preciso do... Ai, como é que chama isso? Aqui, do link. Eu necessito dela, Zelda. Mas calma, que vai dar bom. Se não der, a gente tenta de novo. Acho que é isso. Ei, rapaz, a live começou. Acho que é isso mesmo. Deixar assim. Eu preciso ver... É que assim, eu achei que o bot fosse... Como é que fala? Eu achei que o bot fosse falar, tipo, ah, zizibs começou a live. Mas não, é um bot que eu coloquei novo agora, então eu tô tentando descobrir como é que ele funciona ainda. Eu tinha mudado porque a Lorita, que era o bot que eu tava usando antes pra fazer isso, ela não fala quando que a live começa, ela fala, tipo, quando eu programo a live, aí ela já coloca o link, só que, tipo, não necessariamente o momento em que eu programo a live é o momento em que a live tá acontecendo. Fala, ONU, boa noite, como é que vai você? Tô tentando explicar aqui uma coisa do Discord lá, que eu configurei um bot diferente do de antes para poder avisar quando que tem live. Só que por ser do YouTube, as coisas não são tão otimizadas quanto pra Twitch, por exemplo. Ele não avisa exatamente quando a minha live tá começando. Tá cansado? Então agora, se você puder, só descanse, meu bom. Eu estou bem. Eu dei uma gravada hoje, eu espero que eu tenha voz pra essa live, mas eu acho que eu vou ter sim. E eu tava mexendo numa musiquinha agorinha, antes de entrar aqui. Até dei uma atrasadinha de uns 4 minutos, porque eu tava vendo a música que eu tô fazendo. Que além de gravar, eu também faço letra de música, né? É um dos serviços que eu faço. Beleza. Eu não acredito que eu tô ficando com fome agora que a live começou. Pois é, pessoal, mas quanto ao bot lá, eu ainda vou ter que ver certinho, senão eu mesma vou ter que ficar falando quando que começa a live, quando eu for fazer aqui no YouTube, porque infelizmente, apesar do YouTube ter recurso de live, os bots do Discord não parecem ser personalizados o suficiente pra dar certo isso de primeira. Zizibs das letras. Literalmente, porque é o que eu formei também na faculdade. Então, de todo jeito é isso. O alfabeto me ama. Então, gente, lembrando vocês que nós começamos o ato 6, ato 5, se não me engano. Deixa eu dar uma olhada, eu acho que é isso mesmo. Acho que é isso mesmo, ato 6, ato 5, finalmente estamos aqui. E o Jake agora tá ficando com fome no meio da live. Na verdade não é meio, né? Acabou de começar, você tá com fome, você tá ficando com fome no começo da live. Então tamo junto. Vou ver se daqui a pouco eu faço uma pausa pra pegar a comida, não sei. Então eu vou começar a ler aqui, tá? Dei uma enroladinha já de 5 minutos, quase, mas vamos lá. Jake, examine incoming message. Deeper sigh. Meu Deus. Dude, Where you at, man? Wait, which computer are you using? I'm not comfortable knowing my words could be hovering over Cage's clownish sort of gaunt face. Que é exatamente o que tá acontecendo. Could you maybe switch back to Naked Blue Chicks as your exclusive desktop fodder? TIA? Eu não sei o que é TIA. Nossa, peraí. O que é TIA? Agora eu... Deixa eu ver. TIA meaning. Tá, isso aqui com certeza não é o que ele quis dizer. Caramba, mas tá todo mundo falando... Ah, thanks in advance. É tipo... Desde já, obrigado. O famoso. Tava dando uma outra coisa aqui muito louca. Se vocês puserem TIA meaning no Google, vocês acham também. Mó esquisito. But yeah, I don't know if you just want a little solitude. Or if maybe you finally just got like a case of strider fatigue. I could understand that. I mean, not to get all neurotic on you. I'm just saying, I get it, if that's what's going on. But for real, if you gotta sneak away for a few days, that's cool. Just might be kind of dope if you at least would let me know which planet you scurried off to. And by dope, I guess I mean considerate? Really not trying to be a drag here. Wondering what's up is all. Want to meet up soon? I found a really promising tomb we could raid. Looks like it runs hella deep. If I've got the specs right, could run as deep as the lion's mouth itself. But without all the fucking fire to deal with. Wait, I mean lion's mouth. Sublinhado, porque fica mais especial assim. Gotta underline that key shit. Always forget. Figure it should take a couple days to make it to the bottom. Only a day if we both go limp and just fall the whole way down the stairs, ignoring literally every sage warning we've ever received about those treacherous plummetation zigzags. Just stumbling on down in a floppy limbo trance like a couple of puppets in a race arranged by some drunk gamblers. If you're into another expedition, head to low tech and hit me up. Just don't forget your mask this time. The deeper we go, the worse it gets, remember? Could be some unreal grist down there. Zigzags, gostou, né? Que emote legal de cavalo, mano. Do nada. Cavalo? Isso me lembra...
Cavalo.
More puzzle shit. Loads of skeletons. Pack your guns, dog. E aí ele travou o celular. Lock. Ai, a fotinha de Loki do... Oh. Solicit profound wisdom from your friendly guide. Ah, tá. Esse é o friendly guide. Eu tinha esquecido disso. Enganar em cavalo. No. Oh, hey there, buddy. I nearly forgot you were bobbing about over there. What with my emotional dilemmas? Oh, please. As if that loud heavy sight wasn't so obviously directed at getting my take on your city boring boyfriend problems. Was I really so transparent? You're a good man, Mr. Aerosol. A good man with a good heart. I'm lucky to have you as a friend. No, you bloody imbecile. I am not a good man. I don't have a good heart, and I'm not your fucking friend. I think you may be the dumbest living being I have ever encountered. I don't even know why I bother floating down this little grassy gulch to flip you the daily bird. É muito mais fácil pra mim fazer a vozinha do Solux do que a do Eridan junto com a do Solux. Mas se fosse pra falar exatamente como que ele fala, seria algo do gênero... I I must be out of my already tortured pen to bother with any of you over emotional fuckbags. É muita coisa pra fazer. É a linguinha, é o vv, é muita coisa. Então de vez em quando eu não vou fazer assim tão bom, não. Tecnicamente ele não tá com a língua presa, não, mas eu faria só pelo LOLs mesmo. Daria o nome de zigzags pro meu filho só pra zoar ele. Tadinha dos zigzags. Zigzags é um bom nome pra bicho. I suppose it's true. You can be a bit of a surly customer. I don't hold it against you, though. You have always been a wonderful source of amusement and companionship in this desolate place. Wow, it's cool I amuse you. That really gives the meaning to my joke of an existence. I mean, wow, thanks. Sure thing. O Jake não entende ironia. Deixa eu beber água. Linguinha. Linguinha bifurcada. Ah, talvez ele tenha a linguinha bifurcada, né? Eu esqueci disso. I'm just not sure who else to talk to about my issues with Dirk. Okay, but why don't you give this person a whirl, not me? Você seria o personagem... Que isso, o Ono tem língua presa? A gente aprende mais coisa a cada dia, veja só. I'm so conflicted. I've enjoyed our time together and all the adventures we've had over the last few months, but as a paramour, he has been overbearing to say the least. I don't know if I have the gumption to withstand another round of needy overtures. What do you think, Sir Sprite? Should I put the old kibosh on the affair? Kibosh? I hate how you say everything. How can he thank you? Although, frankly, that prospect alone sounds arduous. I wouldn't even know what to say to the poor fella. You are my mystical guide on this adventure. What perchance might you advise? Alright, you've won some Redrun Council. Well, here you go. Ah, você desenvolve manias do nada? Gente, que específico isso. Mas tem mais alguma coisa que você fez assim? Agora eu fiquei curiosa. I'm of the mindset that when you have a rock-solid piece of ass tied to the dock, you don't bloody well tug the knot loose and shove the fucker off with the heel your boot. But then another part of me just wonders what the fuck I just said there. Like, that was such a weird sociopathic thought I had. I honestly had no idea how bad I could possibly feel about myself until I became myself, if that makes sense. Lembrando que é tanto o Eridan quanto o Solux, e os dois se odeiam, então a existência desse bicho aqui é auto-ódio puro, assim, não é? É tipo quando juntou a Vriska com o Tavros e deu merda, e eles só explodiram. O Erisol acho que tá demorando pra explodir, mas acho que tá quase, hein? Your bro has feelings to consider. He's not some slice of grub's sake. But why are you consulting with me? I'm a disaster. No, I'm a disaster. That's it. It's emotional pants with thick liquid catastrophe. So don't even come near me. Oh, Mr. Aerosol, you are in rare form today. Fuck you, Jake. I'm not funny. I have no actual clue why you think I'm so funny. So piss off. Ha 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 ha. I should have exploded myself the moment he spawned me. Temporário de uma semana. Ah. Scooby-Doo. Meu Deus. Every day I'm wondering why I haven't blown myself up yet. One time I think I almost did. Then I just thought, meh, I think the truth is, deep down, I must love suffering. Just like you and what his face and your trademark of a made strip. Stop, my sides. Your act is too rich. Thanks, buddy, this is cheering me up at least a little. Meu Deus do céu, vontade de dar uma pancada na cabeça do Jake por ele ser tão denso. Shut up! Oh, and you know what else I is sleeping bullshit? This hook that you're implying there's no one else to talk to about this. Talk to a member of your own fucking species for a change. But what about Crocker? Try ruining her day with the rabbits. You're right. I really should catch up with Janie. It's been a while since we spoke. It does seem like more and more I'm the one to get in touch with her. I do hope she hasn't tired too badly of listening to my problems. The last thing I want is to give the impression that everything revolves around my various romantic hurdles. Revolves around? It's a bit late for that, Jake. Fala, Rica. A palapúcia? O que é isso, gente? Apelaptia. Ah, tá. Apelaptia. Nossa, essa se desenterrou ainda do Dr. Who, meu Deus do céu. 5ª temporada, caralho. Fala reggae? Weggy. Eu manjo. Apelaptia. Ah, você falou oh my god, é?
Oh my god!
Your flat quadrant is a black hole and we are all being dragged screaming through its even abandoned horizon. Just talk to Jane and never fucking look at me again for the rest of your life. I'm leaving. Hey, here's one for the road. Oh, there she blows. Your favorite finger of all. You sure do love showing that one to people. It's actually become a vaguely comforting gesture. You know what you've done, Jake? You know what you've done, Jake. You have totally ruined the act of flipping people off. It was the one joy I had left. I hope you're happy. Boy, howdy. Gente, dá muita vontade de socar o Jake, cara. Ele é muito denso. Ele é muito sem noção. Muito autocentrado, meu Deus do céu. Eu tô bem, Rica. E você, você tá bem? Atraseido. Ai, meu Deus. Eu adoro esse jeito de falar. Esse é o planeta da Roxy, se não me engano. É, sim. Ah, é o aniversário da... Puta que pariu, é o aniversário da Jane. Pastor Jane. Answer. Greetings. Oh, hello, Jake. I'm not interrupting anything, am I? Not really. Roxy and I are just setting a few things up here. Oh, I see. I would be happy to message you again later if it would spare you any inconvenience. No, it's fine. It's really nice to hear from you, actually. I was starting to worry you might have forgotten. Forgotten? Oh, no. Forgotten what now? Ela, tipo... Ah, ele esqueceu meu aniversário. Never mind. Wait, don't tell me. Is it a tomb, or a crypt, or some such? Are you preparing for another grace-seeking expedition? Oh shit, did you schedule my assistance for the raid and I forgot all about it? No, Jake. We didn't need your help raiding a tomb, but thanks for thinking of us. I don't know what this clueless pair of damsels would do without you. Blessed. Well, what in the name of Willie, Howard, Taft, Great, Top, Choking Bottom could I be forgetting them? Meu Deus do céu, o que foi isso aqui? O que foi essa porra que eu li agora? This is going to drive me crazy. Can you give me a hint? Yes. It has to do with the day I was born, which was almost exactly 16 years ago. Of course, your birthday. Didn't you get Roxy's invitation? It was my understanding that she gave you and Dirk notice weeks ago. Yes, that's right. Now I remember. The date sure snuck up on us quick, didn't it? Sorry, you know how things slip my mind. The guard on my shoulders isn't the steel trap it used to be. Nothing like the well-oiled puzzle buster you've got up there. Well, damn. Looks like the egg monster took quite a spirited dump on my face this time. Jake, What? I feel so dumb. I'll be right over. Well, if you recall, the party is actually tomorrow. Like I said, we're just setting a few things up. Roxy's putting up some decorations. I baked a cake. You were, of course, free to join us early, too. I just thought, since I hadn't heard from you in quite some time, you had better things to do. You baked a cake for your own party? Yes? So? I don't know, something seems amiss about that. Isn't that against tradition? Or inviting bad luck or something? But I guess it makes sense, since you love baking cakes. It's like a present you give to yourself. Jake, what was it you actually wanted? Oh, I just wanted to get your advice on some stuff. But since I've been ill and forgotten about your party, maybe I shouldn't bother you with that. So, 16 big ones, huh? The all sweet 16. Last one of us to notch the vaunted 1/6er. It's a big step. I knew you'd make it. I always said it. I believe in you, didn't I? Just kidding. The inexorable nature of time's passage virtually assured you would get that ode, so you didn't really have anything to do with it. I mean, not that I don't still believe in you. I do. I can't believe it's already been... how long? What, like a year already since we entered? Holy moly, where does the time go? It's been more like 5 months. Oh, well, that's still a pretty long time. I have to admit, it's been a longer stint than I expected. Certainly one involving more downtime than I would have guessed. I really thought we would have been treated to more action, what being legendary players of a mysterious cosmic game, but no, it seems the primary duty of the so-called nobles is to wait around twiddling our thumbs. I am really beginning to wonder when these fabled heroes will arrive. And are they really going to be those we have been led to believe? I sure hope so. I'd so love to meet my pen pal, dear old departed grandma. But as a feisty youngster, what a hoot that'll be. And you with your pop-up, let's not forget about him. Not to mention the young Strider and Lalonde relatives. I bet they're a barrel of laughs. I met them once, but I was too shy to say anything. Then I got in a fight. Did I ever mention that, Jane? Yes, many times. Not to say it's been all downtime and dull runs. Exploring has been great. Finding treasure, solving riddles, becoming better friends. Wouldn't trade that for anything. And maybe we are getting close to something big happening regardless. Every day it seems like more and more undead creatures crawl from out of the shadows. Bigger ones and stronger ones. Does their presence herald something worse coming? Just as the legends indicate our presence heralds something better? I just wish we could actually kill the fucking things. Even the little ones can absorb so much damage before yielding any spoils. Remember, Jane? Remember at the start how we kept trying to kill them? We would all gang up on like an imp skeleton for an hour, just clobbering it repeatedly, knocking its bones down, waiting for it to reassemble and keep coming at us, only to finally be rewarded with a shitty pittance of grist. But I guess the silver lining was it forced us to explore ruins more often and scavenge for loot there. So I think we've learned a lot more this way. But it sure makes resources hard to come by, having to get them exclusively from chests and whatnot. Sometimes I wonder if we've been missing out on a really rewarding part of the game by neglecting to build up our houses. Makes you wonder, but it just costs so much. Better to stick to making more practical stuff, don't you think? Sometimes I wonder if the heroes had the same problems in their game. Don't you think, do you think they found an easier way to kill skeletons? Were they just as shameless as us when it came to splurging our precious grist on swanky new dudes? Did the same enigmatic bard haunt their game? And if so, which hilarious dead trolls did he throw into the fleshy blobs? Mr. Aerosol tells me he knows many things about the heroes because he saw them in action when he was alive. But he won't tell me a thing about them. These troll sprites sure do love keeping their secrets, don't they? That's nice, Jake. I'm kind of busy, though. What did you actually want to talk to me about? Actually, why don't we just talk about it tomorrow? Okay, we can talk about that if you insist. Really, Jane? You sure know how to twist a fella's arm? I just wanted to get your take on what you might call my own personal ultimate riddle. It involves Dirk. Tá. Opa, deixa eu ler o que vocês falaram. Fala, Rip Jack, tudo bom? Com a barriguinha full of Danone, meu Deus do céu. Caraca. O bigodinho é muito fofo mesmo. Então, a situação de merda da vez é... O Jake, como sempre, tá sendo muito autocentrado e tá pensando só nas questões dele. E é o aniversário da Jane. E ela tá preparando o aniversário dela. Ah, obrigada. Eu vou beber água. E se vocês se lembram, a Jane tinha uma queda pelo Jake. Mas o Jake só vê ela como amiga. E o Jake passou muito tempo junto com o Dirk, que é uma pessoa que também gosta do Jake. Tipo, romanticamente falando. E é tipo como se... Tipo assim, você tem um crush na pessoa, ela não corresponde, você de volta. E como se não bastasse ela não te corresponder, tem uma outra pessoa que tem crush nela e que ele parece reciprocar muito mais essa pessoa, mas eles não ficam juntos, nem desenrolam, nem nada do gênero. Jake é o dragão ocidental, exatamente. Só que ele vem falar com você sobre essa pessoa. Então, tipo, é um monte de merda, de situação merda. No aniversário dela. You don't say. E o Jake, ele é muito denso, cara. Ele não entende ironia, ele não... Sabe, tipo... Passa pela cabeça dele, ele só... ele é muito desligado. Então é um tipo de pessoa que dá muita raiva. E a pessoa nem... Ela nem se dá conta que ela tá fazendo os outros passarem raiva. Eu tô tendo problemas com a transmissão, mas eu não sei o que fazer. Já tá na latência ultra baixa. Eu não sei o que fazer, gente. Tomara que a live não caia. Acredito que não tem nada que eu possa fazer, uma vez que a live já começou, gente. Não dá pra eu mudar o código. Deixa eu só ver aqui os quadros. Não é aqui que vê. Também não é aqui que vê. Ah lá, ele fala pra mudar pra menos de 4.500, mas tá 4.200 já. Então a taxa de bits já tá correta. Não tem muito que eu possa fazer. The Jake's Alive, ah não. The Jake's Alive é foda, gente. Jake tem um bolo em geral. Exatamente. O Jake não caga nem desocupa a moita. Aí fica muito difícil. E daí agora o problema do Jake, pelo que eu entendi, e ele vai acabar explicando agora, eu vou ler daqui a pouco, mas é basicamente, tipo, o Dirk tá sendo muito meloso pro gosto do Jake, e o Jake não tá gostando. Vamos ler então. It's true. I haven't seen him in a couple days. I have been laying low for a while, but I just received another series of pushy inquiries from him. Maybe I shouldn't be too hard on the guy, since he was probably just concerned, not having heard from me and all. But I still couldn't help but detect a tone of desperation, like he could sense I may be having doubts. This kind of thing has been all too common, unfortunately. I'm not sure it's going to work anymore. He can be so needy. If only he could just relax and trust that I won't spontaneously tire of his company. Although the irony, I guess, is that his overbearing tendencies are beginning to fulfill his own paranoid prophecy. It's such a shame. We've had so many capital adventures together. I don't know why he has to be like this. He always was an intense fella, but in person, holy cow. I wonder if it has to do with the fact that he grew up alone in the middle of the ocean, and now he doesn't know how to deal with people without suffocating them? But then again, I grew up under similar circumstances, and I think I turned out pretty much okay socially. At least I hope so. Do you think so, Jane? Actually, it just occurred to me. It's funny he didn't mention your party in his text. I'm sure he would have forgotten. He wouldn't have forgotten. He never forgets anything, what with all his calculations and his computerized brain, both figurative and literal. I wonder what his game was. He invited me on an expedition without mention of your party as a potential conflict. If he sensed I could use some space, perhaps he was concerned that if we both showed up to the party, it would be awkward? Or maybe he didn't want to mention he was going to the party in case it would spook me away from attending. Do you see, Jane? This is what his endless machinations do to you. Anything he says could be part of some grand convoluted scheme, and it just makes you agonize and boggle and wonder until your brain hurts, and you just know it's a battle you can't win. You know what I mean, Jane? Do you think I should just bite the bullet and end it? It's probably the right thing to do. Boy, am I not looking forward to that conversation, though. It's going to be a doozy. What did I get myself into here? I think I've made a lot of mistakes, honestly. Not the least of which was, getting this shitty tattoo, now that I think about it. Yes, I know we all thought it was a riot at first. I guess it still is, maybe? But lately, I've been wondering if it might not have been an act of sound judgment. Can you believe that, Jane? I don't know. It's a real pickle I'm in here, but I do feel better just being able to get it off my chest. You are such a good friend, Jane. Always ready to listen to my relationship's woes. What a trooper! A Jane tá putaça com o rapaz. Ah, que bom que a live não tá travando, mas é que aqui pra mim o OBS tá dando uns quadros muito malucos. Tá ficando vermelhinho aqui embaixo, era pra ficar verdinho. Pois é, Ono, é foda. E tipo, pelo que o Jake tá falando, ele não caga, não desocupa muito, e ele tá querendo deixar de ficar andando com o Dirk, porque o Dirk exige muita atenção. Só que em vez de falar com o Dirk, ele fica falando com qualquer outra pessoa que não tem nada a ver com a história. E o... assim, vocês estão lendo junto comigo. O Jake tá sendo muito... como é que eu posso dizer? Tá focando nele. Não tá pensando no sentimento dos outros. Ele não tem uma inteligência emocional muito boa, pelo que eu tô vendo aqui. E aquele dilema de adolescente, né? Fala assim, ah, não, mas eu estou ok aos olhos da sociedade. É ele que é o problema, sabe? Tipo, quando você tá de fora, fica muito fácil de perceber que a pessoa tá sendo uma mimada do caralho. Não tem responsabilidade emocional. Isso mesmo, obrigada. Ele, tá sendo irresponsável mesmo. Mas de vez em quando a gente fica nessa pira. O problema é ficar na pira, né? Tem que ter uma maturidade aí que ele não tem. Ele tá com 16 anos aqui, lembrando. It never ceases to amaze me how excellent you are at this friendship business. Where would we all be without you? In a way, you really have been the glue holding us all together on our adventure. Gosh, you're a stand-up gal. Oh, which actually reminds me of another thing that's been bugging me about Dirk. He can often be almost hilariously self-absorbed. Ele, né? Don't even get me started on when he starts going off on these long monologues about his philosophical gobbledygook. I'm not sure he actually has much of a filter when it comes to what others regard as interesting points of conversation. Not to rag on the guy too hard, but I guess at times I would just like to see a little more self-awareness from him is all. Jake, did I tell you what happened on our last expedition together? Jake, I can't remember if I mentioned. Oh man, but thinking back on what happened, it's even more ridiculous in retrospect. Where do I begin? Jake! What? Shut up! Huh? Shut up! Did I say something wrong? Deve ser cancelada. Dirk gently. Jake, please, stop talking. I don't... Jake, I said shut up! What? Just shut the fuck up! Ela não aguentou mais. Ai, caramba! What intonation is the matter, Jane? What's the matter? What's the matter? I am sick and fucking tired to death of your insufferable blithering bullshit. Blithering. Whoa there. Não, ela cansou, né, de ser boazinha demais. Whoa there. You seem really worked up. Maybe we should just calm down and talk this through like sensible adults. Also, you're going kinda heavy on the caps there, aren't you? Sort of make it seem like you're shouting. Just saying. I am shouting. They are literal shouts of anger coming out of my actual mouth, and they are directed at you. Yikes. Well, okay then. Can you tell me why you're so upset with me? Is it because I forgot your birthday party? Because I do feel awful about that. Oh my god, why are you so clueless? I can't stand it. Really, I feel like a tool about forgetting. You know how I am. I forget stuff. I mean... Shucks Buster. If I knew how to make it up to you, I would. If it ameliorates matters, I am sighing pretty much the shucksiest Buster of contrition I can manage. It's not about my birthday. The fact that you forgot certainly doesn't help, but that's not it. See? You just don't get it. Oh, and could you please stop saying Shucks Buster? Shucks Buster was my thing, and you stole it. I thought Shucks Buster was sort of our thing. No, it was my thing, but I allowed it to be our thing. Back when you used to give a shit. But now it's just mine, and you can't have it anymore. Ok, aí os dois estão sendo criança. Okay. I suppose I could go with Shoot Buddy or Feud Jr. Or maybe forgo an analogous catchphrase altogether. But I clearly stepped in it big time with you, and I'd really like to know what I did. Esse gif é muito bom. Ela se entreolhando. Jake, let me ask you, do you even remember the last time we talked? Wasn't it a few days ago? No, try a few weeks ago. And even then, you messaged me just to talk about some stupid shit that happened with Dirk. A tedious gesture, which you then saw fit to reprise on my birthday of all days whilst considerately forgetting about it. And even when I reminded you about it, you still barged ahead with your self-indulgent relationship claptrap anyway. I didn't realize it was so long ago. Sorry about that. Again, All I can say is, where does time go? I guess I have trouble keeping up with everything I'm supposed to, which it would seem includes personal relationships as much as calendars. I'm not much of a leader of people, not like you are, Jane. I think when it comes to adventure, maybe I'm Marvin's solo act. Which, now that I think about it, might be contributing to my problems with Dirk. Maybe that's part of the reason why I needed some space. Oh, brother, there I go again, blustering about my problems. I guess I see what you mean. But really, if you wanted to talk sooner, then why didn't you get in touch with me? It feels as though I'm always the one to say hello to you lately. Yeah, that's because every single time we chat, you do nothing but talk about yourself. You never ask me how I'm feeling or what I've been up to. You just launch into your romantic problems, and I just listen like an accommodating fool as always. So I just stopped bothering. Why should I subject myself to that repeatedly? You might actually be the most thoughtless, self-centered person I have ever met. I can't believe I used to feel... Huh? Used to feel what? Jake, has it ever occurred to you how it must feel for someone to listen to her friend go on and on about his boyfriend problems when all along she just couldn't say because she blew it and it was too late to... I don't even know why I'm bothering to explain this to you. Never mind. Now hold the phone. Jane, I think I may finally understand what's been going on here. In retrospect, I can't believe I've been this blind. You're right, I really can be deplorably thick sometimes. Looking back, I can see how many of our conversations must have been torment for you. You really should have told me how you felt sooner. Yeah, I know. If you told me you had the hots for Dirk, I would have backed off without another word. What are friends for? Ai, puta que pariu, não é do Dirk que ela gosta, seu pastel, pelo amor de Deus. Fala, 101 Info. Tudo bom? Como vai tu? Mano, coitada da Jane. Beber uma água aqui depois dessa. Wait, did I say something dumb again? Concern it. I think maybe something is getting lost in translation over our respective chat clients. Maybe we should wait until tomorrow and just clear the air face to face at your party? No! You aren't coming to my party! Oh, come on, Jane, be a sport. You aren't coming to my party because there isn't going to be a party. Go rate some Toms with your boyfriend. Go make out with him or break up with him or whatever it is your fickle, selfish heart desires. I am at the end of my rope with you. I am fed up with your stupid movies and your stupid adventures and your stupid old-timey charms and your stupid dashing good looks. Who needs any of it? I say, Jane, before you do anything rash... Oh, will you please just... Shut the fuck up, Buster! Puff. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Pisoteio, pisoteio, pisoteio. Jane, yo, Janie, you okay there? I will be peachy fucking keen once I stomp this novelty mustache headset into oblivion and not a moment sooner. Janie, that ain't a reasonable thing you said. Au contraire! I believe you will find that once this piece of shit has been reduced to subatomic particles, we will all come out smiling like fucking roses. Jane, stop it. You're upsetting Fefeta. Fefeta é nome muito ridículo. Just think of Fefeta is all I'm asking. Poor Fefeta. A Fefeta tá lá de boas. Fefeta. Fefeta é um nome muito escroto, mano. O bicho aqui até foi embora, foi de base aqui. Oh, poor Fefeta, my sweet patootie. You and I both know Fefeta has had to deal with garbage from jerk-off boys before. So don't give me this poor Fafetta crap. Well, yeah, my girl Fafetta knows what's up. She's been around the D-bag block at a time or two. Am I right, Fafetta? Mm-hmm. Shit, yeah, give me a paw bump. Jane, you went in on this action. Come give us a fistful of sugar. Complete the three-way for max girl power plus solidarity against them dudes. Janie G's, don't leave us hanging here. Fine. Zezeta. Zezeta não. Jane, that was the piss-poorest paw bump I've ever seen. That was like a negative bump. We are going to have to bump long and hard into the night to dig us out of this fucking bump hole you dug us into. Feto andante na minha cabeça. É por aí, né? Ainda mais que ele é fantasminha, não tem pé. With that tragic bump, that bump was like Shakespearean. Makes me want to weep softly and leave a bouquet somewhere. Someone plays a sad trumpet in the distance. Look, Fafetta just sniffed a little at how sad that bump was. Shh. Okay, God. I was just trying to cheer you up. Take your mind off whatever the hell that was. You weren't serious about calling off the party, were you? Here, let me just get the chess guys to help put the table back on the roof. And maybe salvage the cake out of that sand dune over there. And nope, just chess guy just finished it in it. Let's just bake another cake. No, I was serious. I'm not in the mood for a party anymore. So it sounds like you got jaked. Why, yes. That is the face of a girl who just got Englished with extreme prejudice. He was a blockhead and forgot your birthday, didn't he? I'm sorry, Jane. Yeah, me too. Can we maybe not rehash the old terrible conversation, though? Yeah, we don't have to. Just maybe try not to hold whatever dumb shit he said against him forever. That's just how the guy is. It's like, he doesn't mean to be a douche, but it's just kind of a byproduct of the whole ridiculous Jake English experience. Like his downcast shenanigans leave behind a residue that looks like douche and tastes like douche, but it ain't the real thing. Pepita. Like douche substitute. I can't believe it's not douche. I'm just trying to say not terrible things about him in hopes you don't start hating each other, but I guess this isn't what you wanna hear now. So yeah. I guess Jake's dumping Dirksen. Like the writing wasn't so on the wall with these two from day one. Poor Dirk. I wanted to say something to prepare him for that, but never had the heart to bring it up, I guess. What can you do? Hey, but the silver lining is, I mean, if you can't forgive him for shitting on your birthday and stuff, maybe this is finally your chance to make a play for the G-Man? Huh? Roxy, please. As if that isn't the furthest thing from my mind right now. I am so done with that whole train of thought. So you really think you're just completely over him? Yes, sir. If Jake's the rainbow, then just call me a little house from Kansas. Whee! Wait, really? As in like you don't give a shit if he dates anybody or... Viu? Tão soltando fogos aqui porque a Jane não quer mais ficar com Jake. I see. Interesting. Wait, what? Ué, Ono, vai comer. Você não falou que tava com fome? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Nothing. I was just... It was a joke. Was it really? Quem tá jogando? Ah, sei lá. Mas hoje é dia de jogo, né? Pensando bem. Okay, maybe not a total joke, but still mostly a joke. I'm only trying to... I don't know. Roxy, I get you're trying to make me feel better, but a lot of things you're saying here aren't really helping. Do you even realize what you're saying half the time? I think I liked you better when you were drinking. Nossa, tá. Isso aqui pegou pesado. Eu sei que eles são tudo um bando de adolescente e as pecinhas de dominó estão tudo caindo uma em cima da outra nesse momento da história. Mas é dureza ouvir isso aqui de um amigo seu. Jane, no, don't say that. I had a problem. Okay, yeah, I was way out of line there. I'm sorry. That stupid conversation with Jake just pushed me over some kind of edge, and now I'm feeling really, really distraught. This game is so much more depressing than I thought it would be. Everything is dead and empty and full of graves, and all we're supposed to do is just keep waiting and waiting and waiting. But for how much longer? And I still don't know where my dad is, and you still haven't been able to reach Calliope. And what if they're both... And now, on top of all that, I may have permanently destroyed my friendship with Jake. And now, I just want to be alone. Jane, wait, I have to go. Where are you going? Abscan. Meu Deus, muitas coisas aconteceram. Enfim, corrida de obstáculo aqui. Pelo visto não vai ter festa mais. Home! Good lord, all my friends are being disasters. Well, looks like it's just us. Party night with G-Cat and Fefeta. Fefeta? Oh, dang it. Hey, you know, I could have used some support there. Where was all that profound shipping expertise when we really needed it? Usually I can barely shut you up, girl. Maybe just climbed up at all the drama? You'd have loved that pun. The one I just said about the clams. Então. Ah, tá. Ah, tudo bem. Cara, tem gente que eu já vi falando que o Andrew Huss, ele só não tava afim de explorar personagens como a Feferi e a Nepeta. E a falta dela nesse diálogo aqui, né, que a Fefeta é isso, é a Feferi com a Nepeta. A falta dela nesse diálogo aqui parece que dá suporte pra o que essas pessoas dizem. Porque, tipo, a Feferi eu não sei, mas a Nepeta, ela teria muito o que dizer sobre chip. E o que mais acontece entre as crianças alfas é a confusão de chip. Porque 3 pessoas do grupo gostam da mesma pessoa. E essa pessoa é desligada pra um cacete. Então, tipo, a Fefeta não falar aqui é meio estranho. Parece fora do personagem. Parece bad writing. Oh, it's okay. You had enough drama in your lives. You deserve some rest. Good night, sweet princess. So, G-Cat. É good vibes do grupo. É a muda, né? Só se for. Se é muda, é ser good vibes agora. I guess that just leaves the two of us. Just the two of us. Whoa, this is great. Wow. You're gonna behave yourself. Not to do anything too vexing or Cheshire Catty, I hope. Ai, ai, ai. Oh, motherfuck. Onde é que levou ela agora? Puta que pariu, ela caiu. Cadê? Ah, ela tá aqui, ó. Tadinha. Nossa, ela caiu com tudo na frente da... Puta que pariu. Na frente da condensation aqui. Da condensadora. Do leite condensado. Ollie outie. Foi pro planeta dela. Tá putaça. E triste. Answer. Nossa. Crocker. Hey, it's me. Remember me? What the... Oops, no. Hold shift nostalgically. Yes. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. You are the absolute last person I want to hear from right now. And the bottom of that list is pretty competitive territory at the moment. Don't be like that. You stupid Earth call. How are we supposed to be becoming friends if you recoil from my olive branch? Like I'm flailing a withered mummy's severed limb in your direction. I don't want us to become friends. We all thought you were gone for good, and we liked it that way. Please don't tell me you found a second wind of a petty trolling in you. Hey, I don't troll. I jeer. Get it right. Trolling is for losers. Losers specifically who are trolls. Os memes do Goku. Whatever. And what's with the ugly green text? Reading your malformed sentence fragments was unpleasant enough as it was. I borrowed it from my sister. And shut up, it looks great. And is no uglier than you, who I can see now with ease for the record. Whom you can see, moron. And no, you can't. Calliope said you couldn't see us at all in our game session, so I think you're lying. Am I really? When right now I'm looking at a homely female in dumb blue pants, sulking in a grey place, typing on a computer with a strange human face? Oh dear God, why? My power has grown considerably since I last cheered you. I have made remarkable strides on my sacred journey towards important adulthood. On this bullshit planet, which used to be your home, I have found many keys and unlocked many holes, and now I can see more and learn more than you could ever fucking dream. How wonderful for you. I don't care how all-seeing and all-powerful you think you are. If your intent is to waste my time with more of your pitiful bullying, you are out of luck, because that is exactly not the sort of crap I am in the mood for today. Toodaloo. Wait, I think I got off on the wrong foot. How about we gnaw that one off and start over? I was trying to pay you a compliment. Huh? My people aren't meant to like anybody, get it? I mean, not the way humans do. We don't have the human emotion called love, and we spontaneously start smashing keys when we are forced to even type the word. Ah, esse barulho foi aqui, tá, gente, do WhatsApp, só pra não confundir vocês. All our relationships are dictated by the miracle of hatred, so when I use bad words toward you, that's just me saying things to try to know you better. Like, socially, as a friend. So, when I say you're ugly, which you factually are, I mean that from my perspective of being normal and not a shitty alien, to say that you are actually attractive in an unpleasant way to my brain. Nope, that makes very little sense. Fuck. Try using your supposedly better smartness than mine, and I think somewhat literally about like fucking culture that isn't yours. You dumb bitch. Yeah, I see it all too clearly now. You're really quite the charmer. No, come on. Dumb bitch is another great compliment. In the same vein as that which I just described. It's a term of endurance I used to talk about girls. Yeah. Who in my view have managed to avoid being utterly beneath my personal acknowledgement. This isn't complicated. So you're actually trying to claim that you find me attractive from the alleged bad means good point of view of your hate-driven species? Definitely. I'm not joking around, Crocker. I've unlocked a bunch of your screens and spent a lot of time watching you. While thinking just the dirtiest thoughts. Hee hee ha. Ew, you pig. The other female too. Let's not forget your squad's backup bitch. How nasty is she? Just so foul. And the things you get up to with one another, oh my. Need I even cite the altercation with your puffy slumber loaves? Excuse me? My compliments in particular on your colorful undergarments, while bouncing up and down on the soft human asparagus. Oh, that's just great. The one time we had a generic girly pillow fight and it turns out some pervert was watching us. I think I need a shower, assuming I can ever take one again in peace. Don't worry, you can't. But seriously, Jane, can I call you Jane? Bitch, listen. Finalmente vai comer? Hihi, que bom. You are one grody harlot, which means good, bad things to me. Let's remember. When I unlocked you, I don't know, maybe I've changed. Or maybe just you, since you turned older. But you've really filled out since I last saw you before. What? Really? Hell yeah! I do enjoy a meaty bitch with a little clout. What do you mean exactly by clout? Oh, I think you know. when physical portions of the bitch just jut out exuberantly? Did you mean my... Why am I even having this conversation? I just have a weak spot for the above average half of your parts, which wobble the most. Now do something nauseating for me to watch. I want to see a tawdry act of hardcore schmaltz. See that rock over there? Pretend it is the other insolent bitch. Act a little nervous with your idle hand, graze one of your more bulbous locations incidentally, then ask the rock if it wants to fall in love. Ooh, what? No! Are you insane? I don't care where you are or whatever the hell it is you unlocked to spy on me. You aren't allowed to sit there all day leering at my boobs. Your what? My what? Wait, what were you talking about? No, tell me what those things you said are. I'm so enticed. Screw you. Tell me what you were getting at with all that. The stuff about clout and my bulbous locations. I was just saying my taste prefers when the buxom shrew's physique puts a healthy dent in space-time. Space-time. I like how salty it is when a bitch grows out of her skeletal phase and her frame really begins to challenge the horizontal dimensions. What? When the female rump starts getting more mileage out of its wideness attribute, more bang for its boombox. It excites me better when bitches punish the ground with each megalithic footstep. Shut up, I'm not fat! Cara, ele gosta de gente acima do peso. Mas, tipo, que jeito de falar pra pessoa, meu Deus do céu. Jane, bitch, I have new orders. You will strip to the scanty part of party pants on the cloth, and the cloth chest piece which you wear under those plain rags. Then find a naughty patch of mud and roll around in the mud like an earth pig, flaunting for me your slippery and swelling porcine physicality. And maybe grunt some decadent poems through your snout about some shit-face you adore. Oh yes, that would be wretched. Fala, Shiryu amigo! Há quanto tempo? Como é que você tá, cara? Tudo bom? O que eu vou ler a seguir não é pra você, tá? Eu só tô continuando a ler o diálogo. Go fuck yourself! Wait, don't shut me out! Remember what I said about our different cultures or whatever? Have a fucking open mind, Jane. I made you a present for your birthday, whatever that actually is. See, I'm making an effort to understand your customs. Meet me half of the goddamn way. Oh, cripes, what is it? A sublime artistic portrait. Remember how I said my power was growing with each day? This applies as well to my prowess as a draftsman. Oh, goodness no, you poor delusional thing. I don't care what progress you think you've made. You will never be a good artist, dear. Horse shit! My illustration is stunning. It is nearly a photographic representation of our odious milkshake. Now park the industrial load of fright you declare a button, and feast your eyes on my fucking excellence. Vamos ver a fucking excellence dele. Jane, this is you. Que cara ruim. Enfrentei trânsito. Ah, obrigada, Shiryu, amigo. Caraca, quanto tempo que eu não falo contigo, mano. Não é tanto tempo assim que a gente se falou um tempo atrás, mas mesmo assim. Caralho, mano. I believe I have chosen the perfect shape for you. It is described in certain circles knowledgeable of the arts as a circle. I am very pleased with how faithfully it has captured the obscene rotundity of your magnificent carriage. Truly, a spitting image of the cracker bitch. Now, listen carefully. You may learn something. The masterpiece aficionado will notice how I achieved this highly advanced and difficult shape. Cara, pesadíssimo, pesadíssimo mesmo. Caliborn, nossa, é um filho da... What most gifted artisans will tell you is that circles are basically fucking impossible to draw, trust me. It's like a paradox, a shape without angles. What? So I fucking cheated. I navigated the irrational perimeter by making a lot of easily understandable, totally logical marks, forming a whole bunch of little right angles. The cheating part happens when I do this a lot, so it goes in a round direction. This one came out well, I think, but there's room to improve. I have theorized that if I keep making bogus circles like this, while drawing more and more angles, but smaller, so small that you can't see them, that the illusion of the circle will be complete and people will believe in a fake circle, like a bunch of suckers. I bet nobody has thought of that circle strategy. Só os jogadores de Minecraft. I think I'm the first at this idea and best at it already. People think I'm dumb, especially the voice in my head, and they may be right about me being dumb. But when it comes to the special way I do things, which is always actually the perfect way, I am a genius. That is the most pointless and incomprehensible load of drivel I have ever read. Your portrait is every bit as abysmal as I was expecting, and for the last time, I'm not fat. I think your claims of attraction to heavy-set women, which you present as flattery, is an obvious ruse to get me to feel insecure about my appearance, and it isn't going to work. Oink. Shut your stupid face. Ugh, this birthday is so awful, I can't stand it. Why is everyone treating me like shit today? What did I do to deserve this? You were... wait. What's the conjugation associated with human birth? It is human birth? You were human birth. Shut up! I'm done humoring your perverted adolescent mind games. Tell me what happened to Calliope. Calliope, we want you back. Please come back and spare us from this lecherous nincompoop. Calliope, why doesn't this work? Saying her name only wakes her up, if she's alive. So your hog face can snort the dirty syllables all at once. Hell, I will even give you a hand. Calliope, wake up, sis. Haha, whoops, she can't. The bitch is dead. I don't believe ya. No, it's true. I got somebody to stab her a lot. Then I stole her blood from our letters. No, that can't be true. I refuse to believe even you would do something so terrible. Jane, bitch. Your preposterous female emotions are going to earth bananas again. Settle down and listen to boy reason. Do not make me demonstrate the veracity of my facts yet again. That saccharine tramp is such a goner. She's never coming back, just like your dapper human guardian. What? What do you know about my father? Where is he? His fucking dad is where? You're lying again. Tell me what you know. God, I'm trying to. My facts are having difficulty penetrating your hysterical attitude. Listen to me very close. He was captured by an agent soon after you began your quest. He was then put in jail on Durs. Okay, so he's on Durs then. Bitch, you aren't paying attention. Do you know anything about the prison system on Durs? It isn't like the soft time you do on Prospect. I bet you never spent any time in the joke they call a slammer there, let alone on Durs. And I suppose you have? I was not very well behaved. I did more than my share of time chained to the wall of a cell. Like I wasn't so used to that. I was like, do your worst. And then I did. And then they did. Their sides do not treat their prisoners good, to say the least. I was only able to survive the brutality due to my exceptional constitution, and even to some extent, my ability to enjoy anguish. But your pathetic, frail human dad is a different story. There's no doubt at all that he's dead by now. No, don't say that. Shut up. Tadinha. Deixa eu só ver quem que falou comigo, que eu acho que é por causa da janta. É, por causa da janta. O YouTube não está recebendo vídeo suficiente para manter um stream contínuo, por isso os espectadores enfrentaram buffer. Putz, vocês estão enfrentando buffer, gente? Quer dizer, aqui pra mim tá falando que sim, mas eu não sei como é que vocês estão aí. É. É, tipo isso, Rica. A taxa de bits... Ok, parece ter melhorado agora. You really should believe me. I have unlocked many of his screens, just like yours. You should see how they treated him. The horror he experienced must be difficult for a human girl to imagine. Perhaps I should capture one of the visuals and show you firsthand? You bastard, I said shut up! His agony was magnificent and very long-lasting. You see, he was a VIP. Frango? Não, acho que não tem frango, não. A very important prisoner, so they gave him special treatment. Under such cruel circumstances, I believe he would have traded his favorite hat for a swift end to his hilarious suffering. Stop it! But it was so wonderful and great to watch. Between your father's demise and his daughter's epic posterior looming large on my video displays, I really must thank your entire family for hours of scandalous enjoyment. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Ih, caraca. Fuck you, he's not dead. My dad's fine, I'm not fat, and I hate you. I'm never talking to you again, and stop watching me. Keep absconding. Não está sendo um bom dia pra Jane. Stat jump. Examine sleazy Dursite rag. Tá, agora que mudou o assunto aqui da história, gente, eu vou ali e já volto, tá? Eu vou pegar a janta, porque eu não jantei antes da live, porque eu não tava com fome, mas agora eu tô. Então, aguenta aí, pessoal. Um pãozinho com manteiga e suco de laranja. Gostoso, viu? Mas você não ia jantar, não? Isso aí é café. Apesar de não ter café no meio, isso aí pra mim é um café. Mas enfim, eu volto daqui a pouquinho. Eu vou só pegar a janta e vou trazê-la pra cá, então não deve demorar tanto assim. Aguenta aí, pessoal. Be right back. Aí, voltei. Pode parar a farra. A de mim voltou. O que vocês estão falando? Qual a janta? Façam suas apostas. Olha, tem cenoura, não tem frango, mas tem carne. Com batata. E arroz. É isso. Macarrão com feijão é muito bom. Se macarrão com feijão é estranho, me explica miojo sabor feijão, cara. Ou lasanha, gosto. Podia ser lasanha. Gostoso. Quibe com cenoura aqui. Que isso, Henrica? Desliga a câmera, cara. Tá. Let's see what's in the news today. Jailgate. Diplomatic gridlock. White shell mendacity at all-time high. Ok, deixa eu comer mais um pouquinho. Hackerman. Well, esse aqui é pro Rica quase acertando minha comida.
Oh my God!
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye. Do you understand?
Okay. No surprise here. The arch-agent is dominating the headlines yet again. Already approaching day 154 of this debacle. It's a big day for your kingdom. Hard to believe it's here already. Time sure flies when you're being smooth and well dressed. Hehehehe. The article covers the usual tedious politics surrounding the negotiation of his release. After weeks of posturing and grandstanding, Prospect's terms have been bargained down to a polite apology signed by the Countess herself. Or those were the terms you were last aware of. You checked to see if there have been any further developments. Yeah, just as you thought. She refused those terms. Prospect then countered with a new offer. The apology no longer has to be polite. No way she cottons to that proposal either. It's quite obvious to you what's going on here. The White Queen was never really taking this negotiation seriously. She has been submitting frivolous proposals, which she knows perfectly well the Countess will refuse on principle, daring her in front of the whole kingdom to swallow just an ounce of pride to get her agent back. This makes her look petty in the tabloids if she refuses, which was always inevitable, because as everyone knows, a queen is a vain creature, even alien sea queens, and you thought the kingdoms were locked in a stalemate before new management took over. A fonte do YouTube? Ah, sim, por causa do negócio de lettering lá, né? Cuscuz com ovo, meu Deus do céu. Puta que pariu, olha o tanto de coisa. Deixa eu comer mais um pouquinho, gente. Eu tô começando a pensar que talvez o problema não seja... Ah, não. Mas o problema pode ser sim. Eu ia falar que o problema era o YouTube, mas o meu OBS também tá acusando que a taxa de quadros tá ruim. Então pode muito bem ser a minha internet, sim. Mas eu achei que não tivesse ventando. É estranho. Vocês caíram no hack do garfo das zizibs, ah, porra. Tá, vou continuar a ler. The press has run the story so far into the ground, you can barely bring yourself to keep up with it anymore. Sensationalism at its finest. Not that you're really itching to see Noir get his old job back. Talk about a high-strung boss. The time in the clink should do him good. Like a forced vacation, with accommodations nearly on par with a 5-star hotel on Durs. Era o garfo. É o garfo mesmo. Frankly, things run much smoother around here without him blowing a gasket every other day. Though, you will say you could really use his expertise as a pencil pusher. You never knew anyone who could file paperwork quite like Noir. Sure, he complained bitterly about his desk job, but in truth, he was always a reluctant savant of bureaucratic procedure and red tape. Now you're getting buried in all these damn tax forms and parking tickets. Maybe you should have them shuttled to his jail cell in Prospect so he can catch up? Perdão. You have a feeling the Prospician authorities would be willing to oblige. Actually, that's such a good idea. You can't believe you didn't think of it sooner. You'll have to get the draw on that pronto. Observe Nibbles. Hora de comer mais um pouquinho. ASMR pra vocês. Tá porra! A minha bonequinha mexendo na boca por causa dos fogos é muito engraçado, cara. Isso, fica. Daqui a pouco tu derruba esse prato. Não, pelo amor de Deus! Para de maldizer meu prato, Rica. Que saco! Não posso comer em live por conta disso, né? O Rica fica mangando de mim. Eu só tenho isso pra dizer pro Rica. Mas o fone... O destino dos fones é isso, né? É cruel, mas acontece. Ok, vou voltar. Fica dando praga, já viu? You step over to your cubicle of fenestrated walls, which you had replaced since the prince trashed the old ones. You order the droll to sneak off to one of their worlds and whip up some fresh ones, with a few alchemical upgrades while he has at it. The droll isn't really the sharpest tool in the shed, but he is certainly the most versatile. He is the sharpest tool in the shed. Eu não consigo não fazer isso. Also, the most eager to please. If you have to watch his happy umbrella dance one more time, you swear to God. That was a black day for Durs when the prince went rogue. Well, not rogue. That's a bad choice of words. Why did a damn moon girl have to be a rogue? Corners you into that pun every time. And it wasn't really a black day either, per se, since on Earth a black day is actually a good day. Everyone's pretty big fan of black around these parts. The point is, everything went to shit. You like to think you taught those seditious brats a lesson, though. What with the miles, their inescapability, etc. Ai, é muito triste mesmo, mano. Não gosto, não. O meu, geralmente, o esquerdo para de funcionar. And it's a good thing you taught them a lesson when you did. Because the next day, the Countess had new order for all agents. Engaging the nobles was thereafter strictly forbidden. No more sabotage, assassination attempts, any of the good stuff. Not until the Harris wriggling day. Then all bets are off. Who's the Harris and what's a wriggling day, you asked. The Harris is the maid. Okay, you said. And her wriggling day? That's just her birthday, but phrased in alien. Like the anniversary of the day she was pawned with cake and all that jazz. Come on, use your brain. Alright, got it, you said. Anyway, that's tomorrow. Your guess is the orders came down from her boss, who, from what you've gathered, is even more of a head case that your presently incarcerated superior. When she starts kicking up a fuss, yelling at people, forking any poor slop unfortunate enough to make a misstep while grooming her hair, you know too well that's the frustration of an exasperated first officer. Would almost make you feel sympathy for the witch, if you, like she, a soulless husk. She's never coped to it, but you just know she's got some schemes on the side. Every good right hand is gonna have something up its sleeve, some sort of contingency plan the boss doesn't know about. Trust you on that one. She's cooking something. It probably has something to do with the new prisoner she reeled in. You don't know what she wants with the girl yet, but she's always got something cooking. Or baking, whatever. The point is, the woman spends a lot of time in the kitchen. Check on prisoner. Ok, hora de comer mais um pouco. Welcome home é daquele bonequinho que parece um fantoche amarelinho? Eu só vi a reply falando disso. É um ARG, não é? Eu não acompanho ARGs, mas eu fico sabendo de alguns por aí. É legal? Ah, o bicho que lembra a vila... Ah, é isso mesmo, então. É tão bonitinho, vai dar tanto medo. Comendo.
Emotional damage.
Já olhou pra alguém e pensou, o que passa na cabeça dela?
Ah, ele é do mal? Eu achava que a casa era do mal. Achava que ele alimentava a casa. Speaking of the new prisoner, you wonder how the old one is doing. You're not gonna check on the new one. She's out of your jurisdiction. Like you said, the witch has her schemes. Whatever they are, you're going to leave that alone. You're more curious about the status of the fellow you captured 153 days ago. Emotional damage. You take a stroll through the Durst Penitentiary. This is where the Gen Pop's housed. For inmates, life is usually unpleasant and short down here. But the moment you laid eyes on the human prisoner, you knew you could never in good conscience lock him up in the dungeons and gulags with the common thieves, tax cheats, and parking fee delinquents. That would be a crime worse than those committed by all the inmates combined. No, a man of such distinction and strong fashion sense needed special accommodations, a cell reserved for very important prisoners. OVIE. Proceed to solitary confinement suite. Going up. Oh. Ele realmente é um prisioneiro VIP. A Home. Tô confuso sobre a casa ser do mal e o óleo ser o cara que oferece comida, ou ser o inverso e ambos serem do... Caraca. Então eu não tô muito longe do que você tinha pensado. The prisoner appears to be doing well. You ask if you can get him anything. Coffee? A newspaper? Additional smoking apparatus? He indicates that since he lost his wallet, he's been running low on pipe tobacco. You say you'll see to it at once. While this is a maximum security suite that is virtually impossible to escape from, you've made it clear to all personnel that anyone who harms a hair on this man's head will have to answer to you. They are very fortunate that his head doesn't seem to have any. God damn, he's good at shaving. You are not afraid to admit your envy when it comes to his prowess. With a straight edge, not even to speak of his natural ability to grow whiskers in the first place. The lucky stuff. Ask what prisoner is doing. No need to ask. You can plainly see he is conducting some rather serious business with his mobile device. The network restricts access to within doors only, so he can't contact nobles and do anything sneaky. But at his request, you have set up a kingdom-wide network to trade online tips with other Dursites per task, notably fashion. Tecnicamente vivos, meu Deus do céu. In the weeks since his arrest, the captive has become something of a celebrity on Durs. His impeccable sense of business-like attire has taken the kingdom by storm, and now trends feverishly among social networking groups. Okay, there's only one social networking group, but it's trending feverishly in that one. You can't say you've been totally impervious to the craze yourself, nor can you say you weren't shamelessly complicit in promoting it. Hell, you can't even say you didn't mandate certain dress code modifications throughout the kingdom, enforced but under penalty of death. Nope, can't really say you can say any of that stuff. Às vezes as coisas são difíceis de ler. Deixa eu só dar a última garfada aqui. Prontinho, tô comida. Delícia. Hat liker. Help! Need help. State business. I'm very concerned. Tell me what's wrong. No need for pants, thanks. Esse é o melhor nome que eu li hoje. Yes, hat liker. We are here for you. Pipe fan 413. I sat on my favorite hat. Gasp. Shift about dudes. finery friend. This is not a black day for you. My condolences. It was an accident. Afraid hat is ruined. Please advise. Want more socks. Are at least socks okay? Yeah, socks are okay. Did you sit on socks too? No, did not sit on socks. I do not think sitting on socks would be a problem though. Fala, Vimas. Tudo bom contigo, amigo? No, it is doubtful. Fair enough. Need more information before I can advise. Please state your weight. Agreed. Exactly how much vertical pressure was applied to the top of the hat? Report extent of damage to hat. Not sure. Hat in bad shape. Does not resemble hat much anymore. Considerably less handsome. More like rumpled hat object now. É, hoje é quarta. Eu sei bem como é, porque, tipo, foi feriado, então eu também fiquei perdidaça. Parece que é uma outra segunda-feira pra mim hoje. Ah, saquei, Ono. Deve ser muito legal ir descobrindo as coisas. E essa ARG, ela ainda tá acontecendo, né? O emoji apagou sua mensagem. E o bug? Attempt to rectify hat integrity. Use same blunt instrument which got you into mess in first place. Thank you for advice. Do you mean my bottom? Yes. Yes, agree with... Unsit on hat. Ah, eu tô bem. Obrigada por perguntar. Can one unsit on a hat? Você pode dessentar no chapéu? Maybe, I don't know. Turn hat upside down, then sit on hat? Yes, agree with sit on upside down hat to unrumple. These men are leading you astray. Sitting on the hat again will only cause it further damage. Tá parecendo o Reddit isso aqui. This will be the case even if the rumpled hat is inverted. Yes, this will be the case regardless of the hat's orientations. Greatly respect the knowledge of Heinrich. I endorse his warning. Me too. So do I. On Fulano's recommendation, I withdraw my motion to unsit on the hat. Want more socks? Change status to apologetic. Meu Deus do céu. Okay, I am now refraining from unsitting on hat. Other ideas? Yeah. Go on. Do you suppose it is possible that a rumpled hat object may have intrinsic value? I do not understand. Thinking outside the shell here. Perhaps being rumpled object to haberdasher for appraisal? You suspect damage from bottom has caused hat to appreciate? Fascinating point of speculation, I wonder. If that is the case, perhaps sitting on hat has released fashionable properties heretofore concealed by unrumpled condition? Nossa, você realmente gosta muito de chapéu, né? Menos o cara que gosta mais de meia. You are suggesting the damaged hat would look more dapper? It is a possibility. What if hat liker struts in public wearing new rumpled hat object with pride? What if hat liker begins new fashion sensation? What an exciting thing that would be. I want to be popular and famous, but I do not think I have the courage. What if you were to have company in wearing a damaged hat? Yes, maybe I will sit on my favorite hat as well. Meu Deus, eles vão criar uma modinha de sentar no chapéu agora. Yes, me too. Let us all create rumpled hat objects, wear proudly. I cannot condemn this activity, gentlemen. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Incinerate the damaged hat immediately. Do not even wear such a thing in public. Burn the hat, burn the hat, burn it, burn the rumpled hat. I am burning the hat. Sitting on the hat was terrible. Burn all rumpled hats. They aren't dapper at all. Burn the mistake with fire. You Yo, I can't deal with this prissy hat chat no more. Public works my ass. What a waste of royal gold. Boing, 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 boing. This is what I get for letting all proper dudes run shit instead of nasty clowns. Dolphin hat. I want my ring back, motherfucker. Years in the future. Minus several. Examine Wizard Fic Journal. Ai, que bonitinho o bichinho aqui, ó. Muito fofinho. Ah, eu queria um bichinho de pelúcia desse maguinho aqui. Wizard Herbert. Open to random page. Dude. Ela desenha bem. I think you're supposed to just tackle him, Beatrix said, looking all kinds of put off. Wizardy Herbert reached down to the body of the fictional camper he just shot and picked up the flag. Same difference. Is it? This is some lame magical version of capture the flag. The book wanted me to capture the flag from him. The flag has now been captured. Anyway, he's just a kind of brainless puppet. Then what are we? She asked. I don't know. Brainless puppets have spent a few years in the real world. Kind of like everyone else, I suppose. Geez, that's cynical. Anyway, you're the one who said we should let the story play out the way it's supposed to. I'm just pointing out your own rules. Herbert made a dismissive gesture with his smoking gun. These punks were starting to get on my nerves. We're making progress anyway. See? Listen to that. Rosette's scene is coming up. If I remember right, this is the one that introduces his recurring love interest. Also, I guess the chief bad guy, sorta. She listened. There was yelling through the woods. It was coming closer. Help! Herb! B! Where are you? The three Serpnook scoundrels flew through the woods on their magic flying wooden harnesses. They were chasing poor Russet. Russet held onto the fort-crowned flag for dear life. He was a little scared, but mostly brave, not afraid of those Serpnook cowards. They caught up with him, and then they knocked him down. His wand flew away, out of reach. Hey, Clove, not so tough are you with your fancy wand? He was one of the Serpnook boys, and he sounded quite brash. Another one said, You think you're so hot with all your charm and good looks? Well, let's do something about that pretty face. Then they started beating him up. Eu acho que meu nariz tá dando uma entupida. Mas eu não tô resfriada nem nada. Eu acho que é de ficar falando, sei lá. Isso acontece conforme eu vou fazendo live às vezes. Não sei se é porque eu falei comendo, eu comi, sei lá. Herbert. Oh, will you do something? Oh, son of a... This can't be right. Herbert aimed carefully with his Bertha at the head of Russet's assailant. He was way serious and stone-cold about it. He was not going to miss. Bang. He missed. Beatrix was grabbing his arm, redirecting his aim. Herbert, you have to stop. Cheirando cuscuz com ovo. Eu nem sei qual que é o cheiro de cuscuz com ovo, cara. Why, Beatrix, he said with a super sly smile. If I didn't know better, I'd say you were taking some enjoyment from watching your dear Paul Russet smack down. What? No. She didn't let go of his arm, but he wouldn't quit his douchey smile. She went on. You can't just keep offing fictional characters. It's, I don't know, irresponsible. Yeah. Besides, you know the scene is supposed to play out like this. Russet is supposed to get rescued. How is he supposed to get rescued if the bullies are dead? You can't just go around changing things. I guess you're right. Herbert holstered his gun, admiring a few more choice sucker punches to Russet's midriff. Oof, that one will leave a mark. Beatrix regained her calm. So who's this guy that's supposed to save him? She asked. You say he's the villain? Here he comes now. É manteigado com leve toque de milho com ovo. Oh. Parece ser bom, então. A mysterious and alluring voice came out of nowhere. Go easy on him, fellas. Leave this one to me. It was so brash and arrogant. Just the sound of him made you mad. The boy stepped aside. The leader of Serpnuk came forward. Rust was bruised and sore. Rust opened his eyes and saw someone so handsome he had never seen a boy so intriguing and beautiful before. He had black hair and glasses and about 100 merit badges. Beatrix squinted at the Serpnuk boy. She didn't know why she couldn't see it coming. Grant? The boy stooped down and gave Russet his hand to take. He said, I'm afraid I have to take your flag from you. You see, it belongs to me in Fort Serpnuk. However, Rust was very intrigued. I will decide not to take your flag if you promise me a favor later on from now. A favor, Russet said. But he was barely listening. The resemblance to his real-life friend was uncanny. He was sure it was him, but here is this dumb prison he was no more than a soulless mannequin dreamed up to recite insipid horse shit. You have to promise me that when the time comes, you will betray your friends and help me, he said arrogantly. Russet was outraged by this, and yet he couldn't help but feel strongly drawn toward this magnificent handsome boy. Russet said defiantly. Actually, he said it like a zombie. Never. I will never betray my friends. I should have known. You are truly loyal to your friends, as I expected as much. What is your name? Russet, he whispered. Pleased to meet you, Russet, even if you are the enemy. Allow me to introduce myself. The guy paused to remove his glasses and polish them on his sash. It came off as a seriously dramatic gesture, just as intended and also as explicitly stated in the text. My name is Slyness. Slyness Marlevort. Gente, que nome. Jump ahead a little. Nada pra fazer, ela tá lendo fanfic. Herbert and Beatrix were dressed in fanciful athletic gear. That's what kids wear when they're about to embark on a journey to compete in some irrational magic sports. Wow, sports! Herbert had tucked under his arm a big stitched-up leather ball with golden spring poking out of it for no goddamn reason. It was called a skabump. Beatrix had propped on her shoulder this funeral thing to be worn as a glove called a grimmage horn, a crucial appendage for any dreadful scooper worth her salt. They'd been selected probably for some valorous deeds they did to represent Fort Crown's Nest in this highly whimsical sports event. Russet was there too, but he didn't get chosen to play in the sports due to some poorly explained stuff that no reasonable person could possibly care about, even if offered loads of cash. Nossa, faz muito tempo que eu não jogo lore. He was mainly ejected into the scene to wave goodbye and wish them luck, which he begrudgingly did. Você tá jogando o que ultimamente, Ono? Lore, que mais? He also put in some time dodging questions and averting eye contact from his friends. He was being a champion at that. Opa, peraí, pessoal. Voltei. Onde eu parei? Acho que eu parei aqui. Herbert wasn't paying much attention, so Russet was moody and cryptic and didn't tell people some stuff. What a bombshell. He worried at one of the springs poking out of his redonkulous ball. It made a springing sound like a mouth harp and broke off. He wondered if the spring served any actual purpose. The springs did not serve any actual purpose. Espero que a live não tenha caído. Aqui tá bem vermelhinho o OBS. Estou preocupada. Eu vou só terminar essa parte aqui da Roxy e daí eu vou parar por hoje. How could you keep something like that from everyone that you knew all along? I just wanted what was best for Grant, he finally said. She had tons of questions, but couldn't settle on the next one to ask. She wasn't about to let good body language go to waste, so she did kinda what mimes do when they don't like something you said. How long did he know Grant was from this dogshit wizardfic? How'd he escape in the first place? Was it really his spell that sealed them here? How long had he been planning this? She guessed that would explain why he had an absurdly obvious pseudonym. Grant Anonymous? Anonymous? Yeah, like that's the real name. Great job, bro. Or should she say Linus? She wondered if his bogus name wasn't an anagram for something, like a clue dangled under their noses. Magic bad guys do love their anagrams. They are just so damn clever, and when you finally figure them out, it's like, whoa, instant mindfuck. He's quite a troubled person, you know, B. Herbert looked up from his skabump. Well, if Russet thinks so, then... She gave up on interrogation. When you're dealt a shit sandwich, why go to war over who baked the bread? Russet could stuff his dumb secrets in a sack for all she cared. What did she ever see in this moping too? She never thought she would long for those times before they met, the old question days before all this started. She was never exactly psyched to watch Herbert assault a crazy old wizard with a pistol, but now, Okay, she wasn't saying she wanted to see any more wizards get shot. She just meant she would trade all the badges in the world to go back to when things were simpler. It was time to go. The narrative's invisible conductor let them know with the arrival of a carriage. It was drawn by two floating perfectly immobile wooden horses. Herbert read this thing 100 times, but still couldn't understand the author's fascination with flying rigid wooden horses. Herbert held open the door with a bow, and gestured her with ironic chivalry. The text didn't let it go and said that was meant as a big fuck you to Russet, thus keeping their rivalry brewing. But in truth, neither dude was feeling it this time. Só tá tendo muito delay. Ah, então tá tudo bem. Ele realmente disse que vai ter muito delay. Eu não sei se é o OBS que tá ruim. Pode ser que sim, né? Pode ser um problema do OBS. Eu não tinha parado pra pensar nisso. Porque a minha internet, ela tá boa, sabe? Tá jogando Lore. Parou de jogar Wild Rift e MOBAs. Tá jogando um pouco de Summoner's Greed. Eu não sei o que é um Summoner's Greed. Falando em... Hoje lançou um jogo de bruxinha. Beatrix got in and they were off, rigid horses, carriage, and all into the sky. They turned around in their seats and waved to Russet below, because a poorly written sentence said they were supposed to. Beatrix smacked her forehead. Not an anagram, she quoted from her brain. What? He asked. That fucker. Skip to the end. Herbert took a swipe at the clumsy yet elusive kabump. The orb ducked under his arm and shambled on its way like a husky beetle with some stuff to do over there. The crowd of almost people whirred generically at the almost snatch. The maneuver, if successful, would have locked the score at Queen 6 love, which really would have been just, wow, something else possibly exciting. Herbert still didn't quite understand the rules for the game, and judging by the antics of all the other boobs on their floating wooden horses, the author didn't either. Herbert struggled to turn his horse around to pursue the skibump, but his mouth of rigid lumber was unresponsive. As much as he reminded himself, he just couldn't get used to the fact that the story was in control of the horse. That ahead was the league's elite Drutzel Scooper, who was fussing with the laces on her gimage horn while her horse idled. She looked up. Herbert, watch where you're going. I can't. I think the book wants us to crash. Beatrix thought about it. She almost kicked the sides of her inert stallion to prod it along, but caught herself. Do we really have to? Herbert shrugged. Eu sempre tenho delay, viro Hulk. Do nada. Another solid half-minute of awkward horse advancement went by before the creaking oaken collision. Herbert tumbled through the air and hit the grass pitch hard on his back. Beatrix landed on top him. They found each other face to face. Is she serious with this? She asked regarding the hella subtle way the author decided to craft this situation. It was like poetry in motion, plus horses. I'm afraid so. I think the story is building romantic tension between us. It is? It was not a question, but a statement of major concern. Yeah, it is establishing the groundwork for romance between our characters. It's sort of the one token heterosexual romance in the book. We probably just have to write it out. Beatrix didn't know what a feeling of color red was, but she could swear the feeling She could start the feeling was creeping onto her face. Don't ride while drunk, Lucia Dumbo. Don't ride while drunk. You decide to take your own advice. You just wait a few hours to sober up before continuing your hero's meta-textual adventures through an even crappier wizard fic than your own, which you yourself wrote anyway. Contrary to what your loyal readership of Zero may believe, being impaired is not actually constructive to the process of engineering awful prose. Well, looks like your alien Paul wants to say hi anyway. Might as well pass the time chatting with her. Isso aqui se passa no passado, é por isso que ela tá conseguindo falar com a Calliope, tá? Your home suddenly loses power due to the storm, which makes no sense. All devices in your house are powered by the portable green hubs you stole from the lab. That's weird. Your laptop continues to run on battery power regardless. Answer you. Bom, e já que meu nariz tá, por algum motivo que eu não sei, entupindo, é aqui que eu vou terminar a live hoje, gente. Conseguimos 2 horas de live hoje. Ai, que ótimo.
Cavalo.
Summoner's Greed é um Tower Defense. Oh. Ok. Eu não faço ideia de como é que é o gráfico disso, mas qualquer coisa você coloca lá no Discord. Nossa, por algum motivo meu nariz tá muito ruim agora. Eu vou lá dar uma melhorada nisso. Assim que eu terminar aqui. Gente, muito obrigada pela companhia de todos. Vejo vocês na próxima live, que até onde eu sei será dia 23, a próxima quarta. Qualquer coisa, se eu for abrir live na Twitch, jogando Genshin, fazendo alguma outra coisa, vocês vão saber se vocês estiverem lá no Toca das Lives, no servidor do Discord. Então é isso. Eu vejo vocês na próxima. Muito obrigada pela companhia. Perdão aí o delay, que alguma coisa de ruim deu hoje. Não sei se foi com a minha internet, com a ABS, ou com o próprio YouTube, ou com tudo, sei lá. Espero que vocês fiquem bem. E a gente se vê na próxima. Qualquer coisa, como sempre, tô lá no Discord. Obrigada aí pela presença de todos vocês. Vimon, o Rika, o Ono.